So till now we have completed 3 steps. We have assigned the starting date of project, then we have created the working calendar for this particular project, and then we have assigned the working calendar to this project. Now we are moving ahead to the 4th step, and this 4th step is related to creating the work breakdown structure. First we will understand the term work breakdown structure. So any particular project, maybe the construction of a particular house, is consisting of various activities that are written below it. So if we want to divide the major construction work, what we will do is that we will write the name of the construction work at the first line, and then we will write the first step for doing the construction work. So basically we will divide the complete work into 2 parts: substructure work and superstructure work. Now substructure work means the work which is related to the construction of the things below the ground level, like excavation, then PCC, footing work, step column work, refilling work. All this comes under sub foundation and the substructure work, whereas the superstructure work is consisting of the work that is above the ground level. So it is related to the casting of beams and columns, casting of slab, construction of the brick wall, then finishing of the tiles, floor finishing, plumbing, electrical supply, etc. So what we have done, we have divided the complete project into various sub tasks. So a major project is divided into 2 parts: substructure and superstructure. And under substructure there are various steps, as well as in under superstructure there are various activities. So we have divided the work, we have break the work in the set such that it appears to be in the logical sequence. That means after completing the substructure work, then only we can move ahead for superstructure work. So for better controlling, we group the activities which are related to substructure under one main heading, substructure, and all the superstructure work under the main heading of superstructure. This is how we divide the complete project into sub activities or tasks or groups. This is called as work breakdown structure. Now while inserting the task and then understanding that which sub activity is coming under which main activity, we are in need of some codes. This codal provision can be achieved in Microsoft Project Planner with the help of the command WBS. So work breakdown structure can be created by very simple steps. We can go to the project over here in the main menu. Once we go to the project, then you need to click on the project, and in this particular project you can see first, second, third, fourth and fifth. The fifth option that is written over here, WBS, which stands for work breakdown structure. You need to click on the work breakdown structure and then define code. As soon as we click on the define code window, you can see the next window appears over here. This window is consisting of code preview. Whatever code we will generate over here, we can see over in this particular section. We can add the project code prefix. So as we are doing the project 1, we can add over here P1 suppose. Now what we will do is that we will consider that the main activities are grouped along with their sub activities. It means that many of the sub activities will come under main activity. So we will create the levels. So this is the first level. Over here the first level we will consider as maybe the uppercase letter, and length we will not specify because it will again turn a binding. So let the length be any, and the separator is converted to slash because dot is almost invisible and plus represents some mathematical symbol. So it is better to utilize slash. Then we will click on the another part So you can see over here, as soon as we have given the uppercase letter, it is showing the code preview at the top. P1 is the prefix, and then we have generated first label, that is A. So we will create the another label again. Over here we will now consider the lowercase letter again. We will not consider the length, and over here the separator will be slash. So now you can see over here prefix capital A, first label of work. Under this it will be small a. Then we will create the third label, and now this time we will create the label as maybe number. Again length any and separator slash. Fourth label we will create, and then again number any and slash. The exact understanding of this particular work breakdown structure will come with the insertion of the task. So as if now what we have done, we have created over here 4 labels. You can create many more labels over here. Label means what? Label means that this is the main task. Under this particular task, this is the subtask. Under this particular subtask, there is another small activity which is coming at this part, and then again a small activity in this section. Main construction of the bungalow or a building. This is superstructure work, suppose. Then under substructure work, suppose. Under substructure work, then this is the part of PCC, and under PCC work it is the part of formwork laying. So this is how we have created the various labels, and then we will click on OK. So we have created the work breakdown structure code. We have defined work breakdown structure code. Now in this particular window you can see over here it is consisting of I, that means it is the indicator. It is the name of task, that means the name of the activity, the duration that will be required for the activity, starting time of activity. When you insert the duration, it will represent the finish date also, and this section is representing the predecessor activity. So for the first activity of the project, the predecessor will be 0. Over here is the resource sheet. Now what we will do is that we will insert the work breakdown structure code column in this particular window, as if now it is missing. So I will just click on this particular task name. Okay, I have clicked on the particular task name. I am not selecting this particular cell, but I am clicking on this particular task name. Right click, insert column. After that you will see a particular window. This window is consisting of field name. What you want to insert? I will just click on this pop down menu and I will select the work breakdown structure. So we will go over PQRST, UV and W. So this is work breakdown structure. I will select this part. Title will remain WBS, work breakdown structure, work breakdown structure. We will click center right, and the width is again just I can click over here and I will then insert OK. So now you can see over here before the task name it is work breakdown structure now, right? So now we have inserted the code for work breakdown structure also in the particular window of Microsoft Project Planner. So in this video we have completed again the 2 steps. First is creating the work breakdown structure, and then the another step is inserting the work breakdown structure, so that now while assigning or while inserting the various activities, it will show you the labels for better understanding.